Great first game for us. I mean, one, just to get a win and have that feel in the locker room was outstanding. Jack LaFontaine was great tonight. And coach is guilty of one thing, coaching staff. We're coaching mid-season. Like, our brains are already mid-season and our players haven't played in 8 months. So the mistakes we were making are all going to get cleaned up with great energy. And I'm proud of our guys tonight.
With that, we're going to open it up for questions. And the first one's going to go to Drew Cove.
Hey, Bob, just that second period looks like you guys found your footing. Just kind of getting some of those grittier goals. Is that what you wanted to see early?
Yeah, I mean, we were having we tried to play cute early. They can skate. They're a well-coached team, and we weren't penetrating down deep. And then it took Sorenson. I thought that line really set the tone. They got it deep a handful of times. Sorenson, and Myers pull off the big goal to get us started. Reedy gets another one down low, and we kept we found that part of our game, then we get away from it. We'd find that part of the game, we'd get away from it. I didn't like the goal at the end of the second period. We threw everybody. That's clock management. We didn't have good clock management, but that was our young guys, and that's what a lot of the things that didn't go well for us tonight were our young guys, and that'll get cleaned up in time, and we continue to get better.
Next up, we're going to go to Randy Johnson with the Star Tribune.
Hi, Bob. Did you get an explanation on Sampo's goal in the third period? What exactly happened there?
Yeah, it was like that Miss America pageant when he called the wrong name. He said he knew what he wanted to do, but he did. He had a brain cramp, and I just said, hey, I have those every day. So it was a good call. I mean, they got it right.
What do you think of the goal in itself, though, the coast to coast and everything?
Oh, Sampo. There's Sampo. He spent the first two periods kept looping back to the blue line, take the puck to the hole, and he's so big and strong. And when he does that, he's just a dangerous player. We got to keep his compass posted to the north there, though.
Thank you, Randy. Our next question will be from Eric Vigo with The Athletic.
Coach, it's been a long time waiting for this game. What were you looking for the most on the bench tonight?
I'll be honest, there wasn't a thing. We just wanted to play. And I even today, to the staff, I go, hey, whatever happens, let's just get out there to get the game started and get our season started. Of course, we wanted good things to happen, but, with everything they've been through, I didn't know how it was, none of us really knew how it was going to go. And that's the truth. We were ready to play a game, and it was just great to be out there. And, one thing I was just talking with Tom McGinnis, I said, the crowd really makes an impact, but it did not have an impact the other way tonight. I thought there was great energy down on the ice. Both teams you could hear. I thought both teams played extremely hard, and there was no negative feedback like we got on the bench. Our guys, both teams were playing their rear ends off tonight.
You had a really successful night in the faceoff circle, blocked a lot of shots. Are those two signs that you guys were ready to play?
Yep. And I thought, Ben Myers after two periods, I haven't seen the third period stats, but I think he was 9-1. Reedy we were terrific in the faceoff circle. And that was one of our biggest goals tonight for our centers to get off to a good start. And then the block shots, once that started, they felt it on the bench. And that's something that really be rewarded tomorrow in film.
Our next question will be from Mike Russo with The Athletic.
Bob, just your forecheck tonight, especially by some of your defensemen, even Jackson Lacombe on the one goal there. Is that something that you want to see more of this season?
Yes, and we're going to get our defensemen they're great skaters. They got an offensive knack about them, and they're going to be involved. Now, two things. I didn't like the goal, as I said, at the end of the second period. That's got to be better clock management. We don't need to be going down with a 2-0 lead. And our forwards are going to have to know that they're going to help on the offense, but when the D go down, we got to have someone back. That's going to take time to blend that together. Our D core is extremely young, and like for this game, I thought they were excellent. the problems we got in tonight were our own doing and making some mistakes. So I think that's the key for us is we're going to continue to get better with this group.
Also, just like, what was the entire experience like? I mean, is there almost a sense of relief to just get this game in and even though it's not normal outside right now, that get a sense of normalcy inside this program again?
I wish you would have been at our office about, I wish you would have been in our office about 10:30 this morning. And I can't go into it, but it was like, whatever, like, you know, because you don't know what's going to happen. But, you know, all the Penn State guys were negative today. We were negative today. We're all on good. And I think our guys are going to get more dialed in now that we're really in the season. And it's, you know, it's not over. It's always going to be. We haven't. I think we can really manage this. I think hockey can manage this. We got lower numbers. Football is the only sport that's been playing. They have such big numbers, and we got a lot smaller numbers, and we're secluded. We're kind of in a bubble, but it's really up to our players and how they handle this socially. Because once they leave the rink, they got to be smart.
Next, we'll go to Greg Cameron with CHN.
Coach, can you talk a little about the high pressure that you guys had on Penn State tonight? Because it looked like the forecheck in the neutral zone was really solid throughout the whole game.
Well, we got, you know, with Penn State, this is what the last 2 years, you know, I hadn't played against Penn State or Guy Gadowski. They are such a transition game, and they destroyed us last year here. And even, I think we beat them once my first year, and it was in neutral zone, and you have to play a real smart game against them in the neutral zone. And I probably worked on the neutral zone more with this group at the start of year than I have any team I've ever coached from a defensive standpoint. Part of it by design, we have to be better. Part of it because we're going to play Penn State. And if you can take that away from them, as that's where they're so dangerous. And I felt we did a real good job of that tonight.
With that, we're going to let Coach go. You know what? We're going to give one more to Anna Landis with the Minnesota Daily.
Yeah.
Hi, Bob. Just a quick question here. I'm just wondering, I know before this with practices and everything, you guys have been following COVID protocols pretty strictly, but since we're all separated, I'm just curious what that looks like in game day down on ice level in terms of like another team and how that's going.
I'm not sure I know what you're at. Like, what was the atmosphere like? Was it
yeah,
the protocol? It's really different. I mean, you know, I for the first time, I don't get to see the radio guys down here before and the TV guys. This is what we're doing now. And I miss seeing all of you. I really do. I enjoy that part of it for our program. I mean, what a way to start off the 100th year. There was excitement down here with that. We've got great post-its all over outside of our locker room from, you know, well wishes from fans coming in. Our guys could feel it. Like there's the excitement of the season, the excitement of the 100-year. It's there. It's real. And we can enjoy it with our fans. And but we also talked about, we think a lot of people are going to watch this on TV today. And we wanted to get off to a good show in this great state, you know, how important hockey is to the school and the history in this state. We wanted to get off to a good start, and I think we did that.
With that, we're going to let Coach go, and we're going to get a player in here. So thank you very much, Coach.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
Jonny, it's Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Just how much fun is it to play with Ben on that line, the way he works down low? You know, it seems like, you know, not that you didn't get the goal, but he kind of really teed it up for you there.
Yeah, I mean, both of those guys, between Benny and Brandon, they move their feet. No other. So it's pretty easy to play with them. Just got to get it deep and let them go to work, and I can just kind of work my way to the front, and I think good things will happen that way.
And your coaches talked about how much more experience you guys that were all freshmen have last year, you know, just to get that first one right away in game one, kind of get things going, get the juices flowing.
Yeah, that was good, especially to see results paying off from getting the puck in deep, and we were grinding through the last couple shifts. So just to have that work out for us was nice.
Jonny, what was the atmosphere like out there with no fans, the pumped up crowd noise, and how nice is it just to finally, after 8 months, get this thing going?
Yeah, honestly, I thought it would affect us more, but the boys were active on the bench. We were being pretty loud, just trying to keep everyone engaged. So that helped us out a lot. And honestly, we were just so anxious to get out there. We would have played for anything at that point in front of anyone. So it was really exciting to be back on the ice with everyone.
Our next question, we're going to go to Drew Cove.
Hey, Jonny, you talked a little bit about the goal, but earlier in the first period, you kind of had a little chip off half wall and kind of sprung a 2-on-1 that didn't really result in anything. But did that kind of give you some confidence kind of going into the second period to say, okay, we kind of got our legs under us?
Yeah, for sure. We kind of talked it out as a line and we said we were like how we were playing. It's going to come eventually. We just got to keep doing what we're doing and moving our feet. And that was a big thing Benny preached too. He was just telling me and McManus, just keep moving our feet and good things are going to come.
Let's go to Randy Johnson with the Star Tribune.
Yeah, Jonny, what does it mean getting this win against Penn State, a team that had your number last year, that you had improved toward the end of the year, but you had looking for a breakthrough against them?
It's huge. Like you said, they've had our number the last couple of years. We wanted to crack at them down the stretch last year in playoffs. So just to see that end early and then be able to play them first here, that was big, but job's not finished. We got to close them out tomorrow.
We'll have any more questions for Jonny, and after that, we'll turn it over to Sampo. Eric Vigo with The Athletic. Go ahead.
What do you think was different about your approach against Penn State tonight that was maybe different in past matchups against them?
I think we did a better job of preparing what they're trying to do offensively and combating it. Like neutral zone, we shut them down early and knew that they were just throwing pucks out of their D zone and trying to start things quickly out of their D zone and transition quick. So once we shut that down, they didn't like to play in their D zone, and we were able to get past their D and go to work.
All right, with that, we're going to thank you, Jonny, and we will move on to Sampo momentarily, everyone.
Thank you, Jonny.
Thank you.
Sampo, how you doing?
Good. I'm doing good.
We're going to open it up for questions. Who has a question for Sampo?
Sampo, good to get that first goal, obviously. How tough is it to sit there and wait while they're looking at a replay?
It's pretty tough. That was a roller coaster for sure. Didn't know which way it's going to go, but it felt good. First goal, it's a little relief right there. And like I said, it was really good.
Just generally, for a Penn State team that you haven't had a ton of success against in your first 2 years, what was different tonight, and just how different does it feel with this team and who they are this year?
For sure. It was good for us to get the win. They had our number last year, even the year before that, and, started off with the win, and especially against those guys. And it was really good. And, I feel good about our team. We played well, and we just got to keep building and getting better. We have so much more to grow, as a team, and just keep building.
Do you know Audio at all? Have you played against him either here in Finland?
I played against him. Don't really know him, but played against him quite a few times.
Got it.
Next up, we're going to go to The Athletic with Michael Russo.
Sampo, how confused were you when they the whole goal review and then they seemed to wave off the goal at first?
It was pretty crazy. I had never seen anything like that before, but it was super confusing. But thank God they said it was a good goal. It was a big relief, and like I said, it felt good to get the first one out of the way.
Sampo, just how was the atmosphere out there with no fans in the stands, or a few fans in the stands, cardboard cutouts, piped in sounds from the fans, stuff like that?
It's a new situation, something different, but we're just happy that we're playing hockey, and we're playing the game we love, and we're back there again, and it is what it is, but we're taking the most out of it.
Next up, we're going to go to Greg Cameron with College Hockey News.
Sampo, both Coach and Jonny brought up the working on the neutral zone pressure, exactly how you wanted to do that against the transition at Penn State. How much did you guys work on that? It sounds like a lot.
Yeah, we worked on it a lot, a couple times during the week, and their game is, they want to go forward, they want to go north, so we got to be ready for that. And if we do that well, we're gonna get scoring chances, and our game gonna be better when we do that well.
Our next question will come from Drew Cove.
Hey, Sampo, it just looked like you and Scott were really kind of on the same page all night and kind of being able to find each other's tape just about any time. Is that chemistry really just kind of picked up, or did it kind of need to be refreshed a little bit in practice? And how nice is it to continue to be on a line with him so far this year?
I mean, it's great to play with Reedy. He's a great center and super easy to play with. I was with him last year quite a bit, so once we got out there again this summer, we picked it up pretty quick, and he's just a guy who's super easy to play with, and I love having him centering me.
Thank you for that, Sampo. Next up, let's go to Eric Vigo.
Sampo, you've spent a lot of time in the weight room, strength and conditioning, trying to get your body to the peak level you want it. Being able to turn the corner on that rush, is that a sign of things to come? And is that a confidence that you've picked up with all that work?
Absolutely. I mean, I take a lot of pride in on what I do during the summer and even during the season. Getting my legs going and just using my strength, my speed, and my skill to make plays. It feels good, and for sure gives you confidence, and something I take a lot of pride in.
It seems like every year you've had another level to hit. Do you see that in your training, your lifting, and now on the ice?
Absolutely. This has been the biggest summer so far for me, and I'm really looking forward to taking the next step. And today was a pretty good start, and now we as a team and I as an individual, we just got to keep building and getting better. Season's a long season, but I hope at the end of the season we're at our best.